Cool. Welcome back. I'm not moving the camera anymore. That's enough. Whatever we get, we get. Welcome to whatever week this is. We looking at the drums for Nightmare. It is very windy outside, so apologies for that. What I would like to do is share with you two takes. One without the without anything, just solo. So now I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna have the earbuds in and just play it without the drums. So.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Like that. So with the metronome playing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we can see where we're at with the song. And then I'm going to switch over with the backing track. No drums. We're going to do it hardcore. No metronome. And then see where we are at with the stuff. I had a little bit of practice. Where are we at? I feel a little bit worn out. So not 100% fresh, but that's just how it is for a lot of these. But I feel that one of the areas, because we have about 6 weeks, I want to start. Because these are practice, right? These are all being practiced, and I want to start rehearsals like we do for Search for Natural Happiness, and then we'll be doing it all, everything I want to do in one go, and so then I'll start tweaking and adding in the sounds and figuring that out during the rehearsals. But for right now, for us to be prepared for that, which is the beginning of August, it's very, very close. I want to make sure that we don't have to waste time on nonsense, basically. And one of the key things is that before I start adding in the sound, start making everything sound cool and awesome and all that, I don't want it to be muffled by what I'm actually playing. So what I mean by that is one of the areas that we are still working on is the core relationships between the kicks and the snare hits and cymbals, right? So there is still a bit of a lag, particularly if I'm not 100% or I'm a bit worn out from the day before. It's very it's not as noticeable, right? But it's noticeable for me. So right, so it feels like and we want to make sure we can get that relationship as close as possible. So it's not it's right. So I find that my foot is a little bit faster than my hand. So I've been looking at putting the sticks a little bit closer. Right? That helps. When they're further away, I need to be a little bit faster, obviously, with my hands. So that's been just something I've been working on, but then what happens is I tend to start losing the drumsticks a lot more. Almost every single time now, I'm trying to adjust and trying to change. So that's one area I really want to be anal on and make sure that's as close as it can be. Another area is the triplets when we get into the double. you can see I am a bit worn out. But the thing I want to mention is the triplet here, right? It's been really putting everything off. Because I'm focused so much on that everything else just sort of goes out of place. Particularly when we have the metronome off. So that's something I'm trying to work on at the moment. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it in because it really just is outside of my level, if you will, at the moment. Yeah. And we just have to really build up to it because it's a pain on us. It's really hard, at least for me, getting that right triplet and then releasing and hitting that snare without hitting that fourth. Yeah, on the one. So. Yeah, 2 and the 4, 2 and the 4, 2 and the 4, or 1 and the 3, 1 and the 3 is okay, right? But this is just, yeah, it's... So that's another area that we're working on, and I'm going to try and get as close as I can to that, but at the moment it's really tripping me up, and I might leave that for rehearsals, because I really want to get the actual core, the actual arrangement, the patterns, the transitions, that's all really improved, particularly the tom feels, so those areas are really good, but that's just two areas I really want to hone in and get as close as I can. When we're rehearsing, then I'll start adding in this, but I think that also the sounds, when we have the sounds and I can hear the ride cymbal, I think that will really help distinguish between the double kicks and the snares. But I'm not too fussed about it. I can change things up a little bit, be creative about it. We don't have to do an exact replica. But that's just an area that I'm working on building up. What else? The third thing that we did in the last one, if you remember, we started experimenting, right? It was just a lucky copy. Yeah. We started experimenting with adding different flares, right? So instead of just going, right? And then, you know, right? Instead of doing that, we add in a little, bits and pieces. So. Something like that. I'm gonna just take my foot off slightly and leave that for rehearsals mostly. I'm gonna add it in here and there, but I really want to make sure we hit the timing and get the timing right. So we're gonna have to sort of play the long game here, and as much as I want to add that stuff in, I want to make sure that we get the timing right. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Add little bits here and there, but for the most part, I want to just get that timing right. Because when we move into rehearsals, I don't want to have to constantly think about that. I want to start exploring what we can do, add the sounds, and really start being creative about things, and have that groundwork ready for us. I don't want to be in a position where I have to start working on just the basic stuff. So yeah, just wanted to clarify that with you. And that's what we're gonna just really focus in on. So I'm gonna, like I said, play with you this sort of just the drums on their own, with the metronome playing in my ear and in the backing, and then do the same without anything, while focusing on those 3-4 main sort of areas. So the relationship between the snares and the kicks, the timing between sections, making sure we're really spot on hitting that groove, working with that relationship with the ride and the triplets. Those are some key areas. Adjusting the length, making sure that we can really connect the kicks and the snares and cymbals a lot closer, and really hit that. I guess the groove, the timing is the most important thing that I want to focus on before I start adding things in. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Did turn off. I'm pretty sure the Bluetooth. Yeah. Okay. So, cool. Let's do it again. That was good, but then we missed it. Slight miss there. Alright, beautiful. Okay, so one of the areas you can see is that when we do adjust the position of the sticks, right? So you can see a lot of the time I'm trying to be somewhere in the middle, right? Where the sticks are relatively balanced. And because we have the extreme ones, the 5As, they work well for me in that range because they counter the weight, a lot of that weight's in the back. For me, it really puts a lot of a heavier hit on things, but it can make them slightly slower. Because the kick is a lot faster, it can cause issues. And one of the things that happens is because I've gotten used to in those key moments going here, I can slightly miss certain ones which I'm not too happy with. But I think that right now that position is going to be good just to develop the closer relationship that I want, and then I can start moving back. I do think that the closer relationship with the hi-hat here is really good, but then once we go into the doubles, I want to move back just a little bit, so I have a little more breathing room to work with. But you know, that section with the triplets and then one and the second, it's pretty insane. Yeah, just gonna work on that. On that. Yeah, 1, 2, and then 1, and then one, and then pretty insane. Alright, so I relatively good. Some key areas that I tried to sort of show you where I missed. I'm just gonna work on those. Those aren't common ones. They just happen. So I'm not too fussed about them. But what I like to do now is okay, mute. Alright, now we're going to do without the metronome. Yeah, what I actually might do is I'm going to, let's just play it. So I'm going to have your backing track, right, that I'll have for live show. And then will be with no metronome, no nothing. And just to show you guys, right? I'm going to play it like that. So, because the key for me, I am a little bit old school when it comes to these things. I prefer, I'm much more of a purist. I much more prefer, have your settings, but just plug it into the guitar amp and let's go. It's not to say that you can't adjust and tweak things on the amp and add some cool things on the amp and have a rack or whatever, add effects and delays and stuff like that. You can. I do a lot of that for the dance guitars, but that's much more of a creative thing. I do post, but in terms of actually the performance, a lot of it comes down to I really believe that a lot comes down to you as the guitarist, as the drummer, rather than how expensive or how big your drum kit might be. There's a lot of great drummers. John Bonham is one example of that. It's just 3 pieces of instruments and rock and roll, right? 3 or 4 pieces and then really go. And in some cases it's just hand tapping even without the sticks, right? John Beck doesn't even use a pick. So it's very much up to you as the person to create the expression, and the instrument, the gear is really a secondary in terms of compared to the instrument that you're playing. It can only benefit you, right? So with that being said, that's why I prefer without the metronome. It is a help. I consider it as a help, as a learning tool. But when it comes down to performing, I prefer it to be freehand and really rely on myself to be the metronome, to be the counter, to be the performer, rather than locking into 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just my preference. I'm not saying that it's bad to have a metronome, particularly when you have like a band and stuff like that. It can definitely help. But I feel that when you're sort of in sync with the group, it's a lot more pure, and the connection is deeper. It's a deeper emotion, because you're sort of naked, if you will, a lot more vulnerable. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do, but I'm not going to play the backing. I'm just going to have a basic, not basic, but just the drums on their own, and let's see how we can sort of adjust the timing. Let's see where if you can pick up and try and follow along. So it'll be 6/8. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the intro it's 6/8. Then when we go into here, 4, it's 4, 4. Then when we go into here, so we right at the end it goes 4 4 4, so 1 2 3 4, and then it quickly switches over to. So that's just two main changes. Let's keep an eye on those, and let's see how we can adjust, increase, decrease, and how we can stick with the natural tempo of the song without the metronome. Just turn it up a little bit. Let's do it again. Turn it down. I added those triplets. Alright, 2 3. Now we're going to change 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 3. Now, I know that this approach might be a little bit boring, particularly when you're watching, right? But it's very, very important, right? Making sure that we develop these core skills and the timing and the adjustments, very, very important before we start going in rehearsals. And I don't want to have, these basic things to worry about because I consider them practice over rehearsals. For me, it's practice, and then rehearsing is what you've already practiced, right? And developing upon that and making it ready for a live setting. Doing it like this, really being anal about the key sections. I think that ending also is probably one of the most challenging sections of the song, because it's quite rhythmic. It has a little bit of a jazz element to it, and it's very easy to lose the sort of 1, 2, because the main core of the song is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's very much that sort of classic 1, the 1 and the 3, 1 and the 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? The hi-hat, the kick on the 1, and then you have the snare on the 2. And we slightly adjust, but that's that rhythm, that's that pulse for the song. Here, really adjusts that. We're still sticking with the tempo. You can easily get it lost. I feel that overall we managed to maintain the 130 BPM well, with the changes, and the 6/8, 4/4. We, I think, managed that well this time overall. And the metronome, the practice that we do beforehand with the metronome really helps, right? It really gives you that core time, and then we can be a little more free with the song. So, how that gives you guys a good update in things. Now, just really focused on those key areas and developing that, really getting that sharp, getting the song ready. I think one of the things is also just not getting the song to a point where I don't have to really look at the notation. I can use it just as a reference. I would like to next few weeks to really get that down pat. Like I mentioned, we don't have to have the notation completely 110% memorized. I do prefer having my own version, having my own flair on the things. Otherwise, I don't really see the point. But it's a good reference, particularly in that ending section when things really sort of unravel a little bit, and you really have to have a really core tempo with you going through. But I think it's good. We adjusted the sticks well. I feel in that last one, we missed less, very few. Just a slight twist of the double kick in that first sort of transition, but then we got it at the end. I really like, particularly when we have it doing free form like this, I can really go to town and double speed the toms. I really like that section before we go into the hi-hat. The transitioning for the hi-hat when from close to open was very good this time, sticking with the double for that ending. So a lot of things we made a mistake in the first one we didn't make in the second one. So it's just really clearing those up, because I don't want to have those issues in rehearsals. I think I really do consider those things basic, and I'm just eking those out. Just clearing those up, making sure that they become second nature, and I can really focus in. So nothing major, it's just some really things I just want to clear up. But overall, the relationship now is getting a lot closer, and we just need to smooth it out, make sure that we are in that good pocket, and then we can start adding flavors and bits and pieces. Alright, thanks so much for joining me for the update on the drums. Slightly different today. But that's just what I want to share with you, sort of what my process is going to be like for next few weeks until August. All right. Much love to you all. Take care of yourselves. Have a good week, or whenever I release this, have a good a good day. And I'll catch you on the next one. All right.